From tree to table, making wooden furniture. A fresh coat of paint is likely the first thing that comes to mind when you think of ways to beautify your home. Which one is it? Gleaming new furniture tailored to your preferences and the requirements of your daily life. Any area may be transformed into a space that is beautiful as well as functional with the help of careful choices. Do you ever ponder the process that goes into creating such magnificent works of art? While settling into a new life, most of us have probably shopped at a furniture store at some point. However, this is a behind-the-scenes look at the manufacturing process that goes into making your ideal fit. The process does not consist just of cutting, bending, molding, and laminating, as these are just some of the steps that are included in it. The entire process of woodworking must be viewed from a holistic standpoint, beginning with the selection of the wood and continuing through the cutting, shape, decorative touches, and finishing stages of the process. You must not overlook the additional touches, which consist of the combination of standard materials such as metal, fabric, and glass with wood in the form of handles and hinges, upholstery, and shelves, respectively. Understanding the process that carpenters and woodworkers go through to create a single item that may one day become your most valued possession can instill in you a deeper appreciation for the craft as a whole. With these new perspectives, who knows, maybe you'll even think up some innovative concepts all on your own. The selection of wood. The selection of the material to be used in the production of the furniture is the first and most important phase. The kind of thing that it is ought to be determined by the piece of furniture that you plan to make out of it. Hardwoods such as mahogany, teak, and oak are examples of the types of materials that are necessary for the construction of heavy furniture, such as wooden tables and bed frames. They are durable enough to withstand regular usage, can support weight, and may be waxed and polished to keep their color and smooth finish for years. On the other hand, if you want to build decorative elements such as kitchen cabinets, supporting beams, window frames, and outdoor decks, then you should choose softwoods like fir, ash, or birch. Transforming. In the process of transforming wood, the tree is first cut down and then sawed into beams and planks, which are known as lumber in North America and timber in other parts of the world. These pieces are the basic material from which wooden furniture is made by being sawn into various shapes. Kiln drying the timber ensures that the wood will have an equilibrium moisture content, EMC, meaning that it will not gain or lose moisture as a result of changes in its surrounding environment. At the same time, it keeps the fundamental characteristics of wood that we love. This change takes place at the sawmill, and the full process can take anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks to complete. After being kiln dried, the wood is taken to a machine shop where it is sawed, planed, molded, and grooved according to the specifications of the project. After the various components have been cut out and secured together, they are brought into contact with a revolving knife moving at a high speed, which forms each component to the appropriate size. The initial rough carving is done on high-speed knives, and then the pieces are sanded by machine before being finalized by a hand carver. If it is necessary, this is the point at which veneering will take place. Veneering is the process of adhering thin decorative pieces of wood to the existing surface to improve its appearance. Sanding, staining, or painting the veneer itself are additional customization options. After this comes the joining processes, which include tenon, doweling, and dovetailing, respectively. A projection on a piece of shaped wood that is cut and fashioned to be inserted into a hole that is known as a mortise is referred to as tenoning. Two pieces of wood can be joined together at an angle of 90 degrees using this technique. Doweling. Doweling is a technique for affixing pieces of wood to one another using a cylindrical peg that is inserted into a hole that is an exact match for it. Dowel rods and pins can be fabricated from hardwood, metal, or plastic. They are also significantly thicker and more robust than screws, hence reducing the likelihood that they will break. When constructing anything out of wood, including drawers, cabinets, and boxes, dovetailing is a common method for joining the individual sides of the pieces. As a result of the design of the nails and pins, the connection is sturdy and does not break apart easily. Put together or assembling. At this point in the process, the wooden carcasses, also known as the basic frameworks, are fitted together. Additionally, the drawers and door frames are bonded together. After the glue has had time to dry and the piece has been secured with clamps, it is taken to the machine department to undergo any machining processes that were not possible before assembly. Sanding the joints and contouring the edges are both included in this step. After this step is finished, it is sent back to the assembly section to undergo the final structuring, during which the item is cleaned to remove any excess glue that may have accumulated. The surface should then be sanded before applying paint or finish. The piece of furniture is then given a final coat of paint or sealer after being sanded down and polished. Sanding is the first step in the finishing process since it removes any rough edges, smooths the wood, and gets the surface ready for finishing. You may protect the wood from moisture and decay by applying paint, finish, or sealer to the furniture. Additionally, this will give the furniture a smooth and polished appearance. Crafting chairs is among the most difficult aspects of the woodworking trade. The production of chairs is a distinct subset of the furniture-making industry, even though chairs often appear straightforward and unremarkable. This is because it requires maximal strength while also involving awkward shapes, compound angles, and other forms that are difficult to manipulate. After all, chairs are put through significantly higher stress than the majority of other pieces of furniture. The emphasis is placed not only on the aesthetics but also on the level of convenience. The back, the seat, the armrests, and the legs of a chair are all created in a distinct manufacturing process. In most cases, the creation of the seat comes first, followed by the creation of the legs and the back. After that, supplementary components such as armrests are incorporated. Before the cushion in an upholstered chair's exterior cover is fastened on, the stuffing or springs that support the chair's padding are installed. The manufacturer applies a finish to the wood once the chair has been completely built and is ready for sale. This comprises finishes that give anti-pest and water-resistant features, such as paints, oils, and stains for wood, as well as finishes that bring out the natural beauty of wood. Some chairs have had a polyurethane finish sprayed to the wood, which serves to protect the wood from stains and scratches, while also increasing its longevity. When necessary, the material that makes up a chair's pieces can also be chemically treated to make it more resistant to stains and provide additional forms of protection. The final word. The creation of furniture is in and of itself an art form with long-standing traditions that run deep inside communities. It requires careful attention to detail and careful preparation from the beginning when selecting a wood with the appropriate qualities, all the way until the end when seamlessly combining the many sections to produce a unified finished item. If you have an understanding of the complete process of making wooden furniture, you will not only be familiar with the requirements for its upkeep, but you will also be endowed with innovative ideas for your woodworking pastime. You are now aware of the best place to begin when it comes to giving your house a speed makeover. So this is the end of our today's video. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative videos.